Good people, make sure that you like, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on. So, let's get it. Now, there's some new developments in the Sean Combs, P Diddy, Mr. Love, Cassie settlement payout, right? There's some new angles. There's been some new talk about whether or not Mr. Combs paid this settlement. Now, although this battle is far from over, right? With this case with Cassie and other alleged victims, it's far from over, right? But it's still the principal point of discussion when it comes to his alleged behavior. Now, many folks in the past weeks have been shocked. Others like us here at Real Vision TV, we had satisfaction because we felt like this bozo had it coming to him. And there's others who still have skepticism, right, as to how this case was settled. Now, it was settled kind of quick. There was some suspicion there as why it was settled so quick and why was a resolution happening so fast. Now, in the week since, there's been other angles to this whole story, right? And we're going to shed a little bit of light on that and hopefully get you to understand a little bit more of this new development and angle. Now, when we look at this lawsuit, you got to understand, Sean Combs, he had a nice structured organization. Bad Boy was a company. He had structure. It was organized well. And with good structure comes good protection of assets when it comes to liabilities. Now, let's look at the Cassie suit as an example, right? She didn't just sue Diddy, right? Right? His companies were sued as well. So when it comes to this payout, did Sean Combs actually pay this big settlement? Because his corporations were sued, right? And Cassie sued in her capacity as an employee. Let me repeat that. She sued in her capacity as an employee. So for those of you who are business-minded, you guys can relate with me on this, right? When you do that, it triggers what's known as a commercial liability insurance. In addition to that, it also triggers another policy called directors and officers. Now, let me elaborate a little bit more into these policies. Now, Sean Combs, of course, he was the chief executive officer of his corporation, right? So now you got these two policies, right? You got the directors and officers policies, and you got the commercial liability. These are two policies. Now, what happens then is it takes away Puff's ability to settle. So it's not his choice to settle anymore because now, through this liability claim, it now goes to the insurance carrier, right? It's not his choice anymore, right? So now these claims fall on the corporate insurance carrier, like I just said again, right? And trust me, when it falls on an insurance carrier, they're like, yo, we paying this shit immediately. And it makes sense why that payment and that settlement happened so swiftly and fast, right? Now, furthermore, beyond the Cassie settlement, do these considerations also apply to the other lawsuits against P Diddy? Now, it's very likely that this will have to be weighed on a case-by-case basis, and it depends on the co-defendants that are named. Now, in closing, We feel that this is relevant, right? Because it affects how the public truly perceives Mr. Love's, P Diddy, Sean Combs' accountability in this situation. Because if he didn't pay, how can we expect this settlement as him atoning for his alleged mistakes? And what does that mean for this settlement as far as his guilt? And how will this affect future legal procedures? That's a question for you guys to answer. Drop it in the comment section below. Let me know, although the payment is there, people believe there's some form of admission of guilt, whether it came out of Puff's pocket directly or through the insurance carrier. Is there still an admission of guilt there? And do you guys feel like the fact that the burden of this settlement, this cash payout settlement, falling on the insurance policy carriers hands at their hands, does it make it any less rewarding to those victims that suffered at the hands of Mr. Love, P Diddy, Sean Combs, whatever you want to call them? You guys let me know. I'm curious to know because, this guy will always try to dodge accountability. And this is a primary example of how that accountability is being dodged. So like the video. If you enjoyed the video, definitely share it and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And we're trying to get this to 1,000 likes. So definitely hit that like button. We appreciate you watching. And once again, Real Vision TV, we out.